All right, hey everyone, it's Chareese coming at you on a Saturday evening. What time is it? Oh, yeah, it's pretty late. But I know I had to do this video because I needed to let everybody know uh my plan. First and foremost, I am Chareese, and I feel like I have to, I guess, reiterate the purpose of this channel because I have two different channels. This channel is, well, I'm a chef and I do a lot of cooking all the time, which is why part of the reason why I'm coming to you from my kitchen. Like I usually always record in my kitchen. I spend most of my time in my kitchen. When I'm at home, I'm in my kitchen mostly, either my kitchen or my bedroom. So if Coop's not around, like right now, he's not. He's visiting with his dad. That's my 3-year-old son. If he's not around, I really don't spend time in the living room like that. And obviously, I use the restroom, but otherwise, my kitchen and my bedroom. That's it. Um, so I have to reiterate the purpose of this channel. Why do I have two channels? So, um, I I have a cooking channel, Chef Charlie's Kitchen. But I realized that there's other parts of me that have nothing to do with cooking, food, or eating, or anything in that arena. And I didn't want to make that channel like, I didn't want to put my personal stuff on that channel, because there are other parts of me. I'm doing other things, and I'm a whole person. So obviously cooking is not my only thing. It is a big part of my life though, because I love to cook. I love food and everything like that. But I needed somewhere where an outlet where I can express other parts of myself. So that's Charlie Chareese on YouTube. Just reiterate why this is more my personal channel. So I have a lot of videos already on this channel, but I wanted to reiterate that and let y'all know what's going on. So I'm on, if you've watched any of my videos, either on my Instagram, which is beautiful Charlie swag with two G's, all lowercase, all one word, on Instagram. If you watch any videos on Instagram or any videos on my YouTube channel, Chef Charlie's Kitchen, you'll kind of see that I am on a self love like type of journey. You know what I'm saying? And just loving on myself and just kind of leveling up on my self love. Because I mention it a lot throughout all of my other outlets, social media outlets. So here, I guess I'm going to start a self-love series. It's going to be a 21 day or 21 part series where basically I'm just kind of turning up the heat. Look at me, my chefy self, talking about turning up the heat. I'm turning it up. As far as I'm turning up my focus on my self-love, like I have been doing it. At first it was slow, but recently it's been more often, and it's becoming habit now. But I just feel it necessary to really just kind of focus in and really just turn up the heat, like I said, on my self-love journey. And so this 21 part series is pretty much a 21-day self-love fast. So I'm fasting in social media. I signed out of all of my social media other than YouTube, because I obviously have to have YouTube in order to record it. So and to share it with you guys. So YouTube, both of my YouTubes, I will still be uploading videos. Chef Charlie's Kitchen and Charlie Chareese, I will be uploading videos. But I just felt it necessary. I just felt it just in my heart and in my spirit that I just need to really turn up the heat on my self-love journey, and just kind of because I feel like I uh it was a premature start for, not a premature start, a a late start, I guess, for me. Like, you know, I didn't realize how important it was to really just, care for yourself and love yourself, and put yourself first, and you know, in a lot of different situations in life. You know what I'm saying? And how it really does change your perspective on things. It changes how other people treat you. It changes just your expectations out of life. It gives you more courage, and it strengthens you in ways that you, or at least ways that I never thought possible. So I'm really enjoying my self-love journey, and I'm kind of like, I'm turning up the heat on it right now. So this is a 21-day love fast, a self-love fast, and what I like to call my self-love life. So not just like my regular love life or just like a romantic love life, but my self-love life. That the name of this series, and I'll put it in the title. This is the first part of my self-love life, self-love journey. Uh what do you call it? Vlog, right? Okay. So I'll be doing a lot of different things differently to just try to, focus more in on that. So, obviously, so in order to love yourself, you have to know yourself. And in order to know yourself, you have to know who created you. And so I am a very spiritual person. And, so I acknowledge God as my creator. So in order for me to, um, love myself, know myself, and love myself, I have to know who created me. Because obviously, because I am a created being, I have to go to who created me in order to find that out. Who am I? What about me is lovable? What about me? Why is it so important that I take care of myself? Because if you don't, you know what I'm saying? If you don't acknowledge your creator, my creator being God, then how in the world are you going to really love yourself? How can you truly love yourself? How can you truly get down to the core of who you are and love yourself if you don't know yourself? And the literal only way you can know yourself is by going to your creator. Like if you get a brand new car or something like that, you have to read the what is it, like the owner's guide or whatever, and the manual. That manual is written by the creators of the car, the designer of the car, how they designed it, what are the different parts of the car, what do you use them for, etc., etc. So at any point, if you ever want to know anything about a certain item, a certain person, a certain whatever, you have to go and find out, wait, where did this thing come from? How did this thing even come about? Who created it? When you start having issues with apps that you have on your phone, when Instagram start acting up or different things like that, you go to there's an option on Google Play to go to the creator's email or whatever, whoever created the app. You go directly to them and be like, look, your app is acting up, or it's malfunctioning. You have to go back to who created the app in order to figure out what's going wrong with it. So same idea here. So that is definitely going to be very spiritual, as well as physical, as well as everything. So pretty much counseling out social media right now. No meat, no sweets, excuse me, no alcohol. And child, y'all know I love my wine. Anybody who know me, know Chef Charlie, know I love my red wine. Okay, so no alcohol. um I'll be doing a lot of reading books and stuff like that, and just it, and all of that is just to bring more clarity, and give me more time, free up more time for me to really focus on what's important. um Pretty much. Okay. And just to feed what I want to focus on right now, which is self-love. And what they say, you starve what is not working, you starve it, and then you feed what you want to grow. Okay. You starve what you don't want to grow. So I could definitely chill out with the scrolling of social media, and I can really chill out on the hours and hours of screen time and stuff, because I spend a lot of time on YouTube, watching a lot of videos. Now the videos on YouTube I watch, I would say, outside of the really funny ones, or comedic ones, are really helpful. I found out a lot, about femininity and stuff like that, because I follow a few femininity channels and so on and so forth. But I still just have to be careful with that in my intake, because I want it to be focused on me, self-love and self-care. So I start off the day of my 21-day fast, my 21-day self-love life. I started off every day with reading the going over my what I just said, everything, like my fast, like no meat, no sweets, uh no IG, no Facebook, all of that, right? I go over all of the parts of my fast, and how and what it is that I am fasting from. And then I go over my expectations of my fast. So my expectation from my fast would be spiritual restoration. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and also, y'all, I'm not gonna go down, be super specific about what my fast is. I'm just giving y'all the general, um, I guess the general first layer of how I'm fasting, because everybody's fast is different, everybody's self-love journey is different. So I don't want it to be like, oh, this is what I have to do in order to love myself. Like, this is how I'm going about it, or whatever, and I'm starting to fast. But so whatever your expectations are. So one of my expectations from this fast and from doing this self-love life journey is, stronger faith. You know what I'm saying? I want to lose weight, because one of the parts of my fast is making sure I exercise daily, do some type of exercise. So on the opposite side of on my expectation side of my fast, I expect to lose weight. Another one is, making sure I do my daily devotion and my prayer and reading of scriptures. And my expectation from that is stronger faith. Um, and my so not so my fasting from social media, not being on social media, not watching TV. um my expectation for that is, what I'm saying, just reprioritizing my life, and making better use of my time, and just managing my time better, because it's been days that I have sat on my phone and just scrolled all day, like, and I look up and it's dark outside, and I'm just like, where did the time go? Like, so sometimes, what I'm saying, you can really just get caught up in scrolling, really get caught up in watching those videos. It could be funny cat videos on YouTube, or it could be whatever, you know what I'm saying? And by the time you look up, you done spent 3, 4, 5 hours just scrolling, just, on social media, and not really living your life, and not really, like, you know what I'm saying, giving yourself that self-love and that self-care, that attention that you need in order for you to flourish, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that is for sure, and that's been made ever more clear, is that time is, like, not on your side. You never know, you don't know how much time you have. You know what I'm saying? So Kobe Bryant recently passed. I think it's February 1st. So he passed maybe 4 days ago, five. It was in January, like the end of January, and I don't remember the exact date, but like, it took everybody by surprise. Everybody's like, oh my God, Kobe Bryant, and his daughter as well died in a helicopter crash. Now, I'm not a basketball fan at all. Never really have been, but everybody knows Kobe Bryant. Everybody knows he's the best basketball player. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. He's just really great at what he does. But nobody was expecting for him to die like so early. I think he died at 40 or 41, and his daughter was 13. So, that just kind of reminds you of the fact that you do not have a lot, you don't know how much time you have. And so to just sit on your phone and just scroll all day long, you just wasted a whole 24 hours of your day, when you could have been doing something to better yourself, something to, help you chase your dreams, help your dreams come to fruition. You just could have been doing something more uh something that's just more, not as time consuming as scrolling all day, and then just something that just really gives back to you. Because you know watching a screen for hours and hours and hours, I mean, sure, some of the videos can be helpful, but if you're just sitting there watching the videos and then you're not acting on it, then it's not really helping you. um but yeah, a lot of them are educational and informational, you know what I'm saying? So either way, um my point was that, time is of the essence. So we have to be sure to manage our time wisely. So that's some of my expectations and some of my fast goals. Okay. So instead of social media, I'll be doing a lot of reading. So these are some of the selections. Like I recently we had a cleanup day at my church, and we have a bookshelf at my church where there's a lot of books. So I found a few books that I took home with me. And so these are some of the books. They're kind of old because this one is like falling apart. But this is one of the books I'm going to be reading during this 21 days. Okay. It looks very interesting, and it says, the description of the book says, through his possibility thinking ministry, Dr. Schuler has helped millions to become the positive and successful people God intended them to be. With the help of this book, you can too. Wait. Of this book, you too can learn to overcome your negative thinking and live up to your potential. So that's something really good, because one thing for sure is that self-love and that self-care, you have to like reprogram the way you think in order to teach yourself to love yourself and care for yourself and make it a habit. So that's definitely something I found. The love prescription is about relationships. I feel like I've heard about this book before, but I think it focuses on black love. I'm reading this because I was curious about um I was curious about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, in order to even be a healthy part of, a relationship, you have to love yourself, you have to care for yourself. And then I found this. These are all books that I found at church. It says Married to Me. So I was like, okay, so this definitely sounds something about self-love. But I think the author she may have won like Miss America or Miss Puerto. What does it say? She was like, oh, Miss Philippines of Latin America, I think, or whatever. And she married Mark Anthony, and she got divorced from Mark Anthony, the singer, or whatever. So this was after her divorce, and she had to like learn to love herself again and be married to herself again. So this is going to have a lot of self-help, not self-help, self-love and self-care advice in here. I'm sure it just seems to be that. So I haven't cracked it open yet, but that's some of the things that I'm going to be reading. In addition to that, I have an old Daily Bread, and this one is like from 2016, but the scriptures in here are still really good, so I got that. Obviously, I'm also going to be reading the Bible, scriptures and stuff like that, Holy Bible. I got this today, actually. I went to a live reading of the whole Bible. So I don't live far from a seminary here in New Orleans, and they just had all these signs. I was passing it by. They had all of these signs where they would just be reading out loud the whole Bible. And so I stopped by today. That was really interesting. I never, just went and just heard the Bible be read to me. When I was younger, my mom would buy the DVD. I mean, not the DVDs, the CDs, the Bible on CD, where you would hear a voice reading the Bible to you. So I'm familiar with that, but just not like going to sit at at a event where someone is reading out the Bible, verse for verse. So that was pretty cool. I went on the last day. Today was the last day, and I heard him read the entire book of. I came in on the last part of First Thessalonians. I heard him read the whole book of Second Thessalonians and the whole book of First Timothy, which is right after Thessalonians. So that was really fun. That was fun to hear, and just, and I was reading along because they were reading in this version, which is the military edition. I don't know what that means. American Bible Society, so the military version, but they were reading in this version. So I took this. It was a free Bible. Of course, I took it. But so they were so I heard them read that, and it was really cool. I laughed because some of the stuff in there was like, wow, if some people only knew that this was in the Bible. Like, one of the things was in Second Thessalonians about like minding your business, like minding your business and not minding other people's business. Like, people don't realize that that's in the Bible. And anybody who know me knows that one of my favorite things to tell you is to mind your business, or to tell you that I'm minding my business, and so people don't realize that's in the Bible. Like, I say it because, number one, like, like I said, I'm a spiritual person, so that's just kind of like who God is. Like, why would you just be in somebody else's business like that? And then just to hear it directly read out of the Bible, like, mind your own affairs and not the affairs of others. However, whatever version you read it out of, it basically means mind your business and not everybody else's. So that was in I feel like that was in Timothy. Uh yeah. And then another one was, one of them, he directly told them, this was Paul that was writing a letter to Timothy or to the Thessalonians. I don't remember which one, but uh say, don't drink only water, drink a little wine, and somebody will make you feel so bad for drinking your wine, honey. Okay. But it's right there in the Bible. It says, for those religious people or whatever, try to make like, oh, you shouldn't be drinking and all of this and all of that. I let that go a long time ago, and I love my red wine. But yeah, Paul said stop. He literally gave a direct command. He said stop only drinking water. Like, drink a little wine. And he said it's better for you. Like, wine is actually really good for you. It has a lot of antioxidants and good things for your body, and you should drink it often. You should drink it often. The point was, don't drink only water. Sure, water is good for you, but wine is also good for you. It helps regulate those different ailments in your body, that where your body can really heal itself. You don't even have to go to the doctor and get all of these medications and stuff like that, because you drink a little bit of wine and knock that thing right out. So that was two interesting things that I found, that I heard when I was listening to the Bible being read, and I was just like, wow, just like people just take the Bible like, oh, it's an old book and it's da 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 da, and the people are just like, I ain't gonna read that book. But it's so much good stuff and good wisdom, good knowledge. You can't tell nobody nothing, child. It's just a thick old book. They like, I don't want to read all them pages. Plus, it say I can't do what I want to do. That's all people know, is what the Bible say you can't do. But they don't even see what, they don't even know what. It's some real good stuff in the Bible. So I'll never give that up. So the Bible will be one of the other things that I'm reading. I'll be using my journal, my little pink cute journal with the flowers. I'll be writing in that. I'm also writing in this one. This one is, I just got this one, and I got it from my therapist. So so another part of self-love that I am embracing is, you know what I'm saying, that mental health, and making sure that you have that outlet, have that therapy session. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have insurance and it pays for it, why not? And I was just like, listen, I had to go check and see, does my insurance pay for therapy? And it's not like I'm not clinically depressed and everything, which my therapist did confirm this. I'm not clinically depressed. I don't have anxiety or anything like that. But she said that I should I need more help adjusting to different things in my life. Like, for instance, I moved to New Orleans 3 years ago, and I don't really have family. So one of my issues that I don't mind sharing is that not being close to my family kind of has a bigger effect on me than I would like to admit sometimes. Like, so that's one of them, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, adjusting to life without being close to your family, especially since my family and I have been close my whole life. And then this is another one that I'm reading, and let me tell y'all something. I gotta make a confession, y'all. I've had this book. I don't even know how long I had this book, and I just keep checking it out of the library because for whatever reason I will not like crack it open. Like I cracked it open, and I feel like I got halfway through one time, and then I stopped, and then I never opened it again for like months and months and months. But I just keep checking it out because I know I want to read it. But this is called Crushing It, and it's just about, you know what I'm saying, how entrepreneurs build their businesses through influence, basically through social media, which I happen to be fasting from right now. But I feel like once that fast is over and I've read this book, then it'll give me a different perspective on social media and really what it's used for, which is to, you know what I'm saying, be an influence in my field of you know, what my passions are, what my purpose is in life, and you know, those things that I'm good at. You know, it's really to just be able to influence others. So these are all the books that I will be reading during this fast, because I feel like no screen time, then I'll have time to really flip through those pages and do it old school fashion. But anyway, so yeah, so that's, you know, that's just an introduction to a reintroduction to my channel, and then an introduction to this new series, My Self-Love Life. Okay, vlog. This is a 26-minute video where I'm just blah 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 blah. All right, so the next videos you guys will see, you'll see hair videos, you'll see, you know, different things, whatever my experiences are for that day. But I've committed to making a video every single day. So I gotta make a video every single day, and just get on here and share something from my self-love journey that I'm learning, that, you know, that I didn't know, that was a surprise, a shocker, a revelation, little nuggets of wisdom, you know, share a scripture that was you know, very that I, you know, I guess draw a lot of wisdom from, anything like that. It'll be anything of the sort. But yeah, it'll be self-care, it'll be, you know, probably talking, because I need to do my nails even right now. But nails, it'll be hair, it'll be whatever, you know, pops up, whatever I feel like would be helpful. I'll share that with you guys. So for 21 days, a video every day. All right, and this is the first one. This will probably be the longest one. Just yeah, but I feel good, y'all, because I feel like this is gonna be very helpful. And at the end of this fast, um, I will love myself more. I will understand, you know, why self-care is more important. Like I know, and I've been learning it over time, but now I'm just kicking it into high gear, and I'm really focusing, laser focusing on it now. Um, and you know, also self-care too is another thing that I've been doing, is just being very nurturing. I've been nurturing my entrepreneurship and my businesses, those business ideas, those good ideas that I'm getting. I've been actually putting some energy into it, and doing some research on those things, and really trying to get those ideas off the ground. That's another part of self-love, because those are things, those are your babies, like those thoughts, those good ideas, and those you know, inventions, and all of those things that are connected with who you are, and are connected to your purpose, and are connected to your passion. That is why you're here. That's why you were placed on this earth, to live out your purpose, to live out your passions, and to help other people. You get what I'm saying? And share with other people what you're learning. You know what I'm saying? So another very important part of my self-love journey is to nurture those ideas and grow those ideas up, and do some research on them. So even that's why I'm reading this entrepreneur book, because, and there will be other ones too, and once I finally get through this one. But yeah, because you want to nurture that part of you too, like that you know, that the part of the mental part, where, wow, you know what I'm saying, that what's the word I'm looking for, ill, you know, your mind, you know what I'm saying, your smarts, or your field of expertise. You get what I'm saying? Those things that belong to you, those thoughts that are yours. You get what I'm saying? Those inventions that if you ever put some work into, some passion into those things, that they will come out, and they will be like great inventions that everybody will like adore. You're like, oh my God, I'm so happy that you went through with making this project, because if she had never, you know, loved herself enough to really get that idea off the ground, we wouldn't have the can opener, we wouldn't have whatever, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't have this awesome book that she wrote that is so helpful for everyone. So anyway, this is a 30-minute video, guys. This is Chareese. I'm signing out. Make sure you you follow, you share, you like, you subscribe. And this is one of 21. All right, Charlie Chareese out.